All right, let's kind of review this welding symbols, weld symbol stuff. So I can zoom in here a little bit, zoom in a little bit. Maybe we can't. There we go. All right, so here is a typical block we use for welding. The symbol, if we had, say, this look too, oh, not that one too skinny. Try that again. If we had, there we go, this symbol to it, with a fillet weld on the arrowed side, fillet weld non-arrowed side, why would the welds be here and back here on this side as opposed to here and here? Why is that? Why here and here, and why not here and here? Think about that for a little while. Okay? Why those? Let's find out. Try out better, sorry. Got a little bit messy. Try that again. So you have an arrowed side, non-arrowed side. It should be vertical, a little bit off. It happens. So again, why are the welds here and here and not under here and under here? Why is that? Here's the reason. All right, take a look at this metal here. We're welding this piece of metal to this piece of metal. The seam is right there. So you're saying, hey, take this piece and attach it to this base metal. So this is my attaching piece to this base metal, and it's going to attach, welding it on both sides of it, this side and that side. So this kind of gives you reference for this plate only. If you wanted to show a weld under here, you would need your own little welding symbol coming off here somewhere, pointing here, and it would have arrowed side would get a weld, which would be here. If you weld over there, then the non-arrowed side gets a weld. Fillet weld, fillet weld. That's the difference. Having this little plate burrow all the way through. Talking about this piece. This piece gets welded here and here. It's just always this small piece attaching to the bigger piece. Interesting to call this here like the main. It's the sub piece, main piece, sub piece. Some call them the parent piece and the child piece. Either way, it's the smaller hooking up to the bigger piece. Both sides of that. All right. It's nothing major new on that. Just a matter of knowing how to distinguish between which side of the arrows it gets welded on. Okay. You may have seen in the with my welding Fab 2 class, they had some bigger slabs and we cut a little V groove in it. And this might have been labeled on the whiteboard as a 1G weld. It stood for one groove, 1 being the flat, G for the groove. So one position groove weld with that. How might it look for a weld symbol? Let's find out. So I might have the same little leader, flat line, arrow pointing to it. We're going to weld on the arrowed side. So down here's my symbol. Symbol is down here somewhere. And the symbol for a groove weld is an upside down V. It kind of duplicates this little groove cut here, meaning we want to have both edges cut to a groove, giving us a V groove. So we're kind of mimicking this exact same V right here, same kind of thing, same kind of thing. If you only wanted to have, say, one of those lines cut with a groove, maybe we had this slab here was a full square piece with no cutaways, say it was square all the way through, so it'd be only one had a bevel cut to it, one was straight, that look to it. Then of course it'd be a different shape. It would be a vertical line Oh, that's bad. Try it again. It'd be a vertical line, angle line. So it kind of shows that this side, the left, is beveled, the right is flat. But for our sake, we're going to go with, we're double beveling those. So that would be 2 lines at an angle. If you wanted to say, hey, how big should this little groove be? We can distinguish that by having some numbers. We know we'll put numbers up here, tell us how big the weld leg should be. We're going to figure out the size of that bevel. Those land somewhere over here. Let's say you wanted to have this be a 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch bevel. So it'd be bevel weld, 1/4 inch. This tells you how big the bevel should be, 1/4. If it's one number, it's assumed for both. If you had 2 numbers, that's later on in this learning, we'll figure out left versus right. This tells you for both. If I want to say, hey, I want to have a 1/2 inch leg and a 1/2 inch leg, that goes here for my 1/2. So now we have a groove weld on the arrowed side, 1/2 inch long legs, 1/4 inch bevels. So it's telling us is this 1/2 inch means I want to have a 1/2 inch of weld go on this side and a 1/2 inch on this side. So my little weld pass should be a 1/2 inch wide, 1/2 inch wide all the way throughout. 1/4 is my bevel size. That is how much is cut away on this side as opposed to that side. Okay? So far today all we have is just reviewing what side of the piece the weld symbol refers to. It's always a small to the big. In this case, sub part to the main part, or the child part to the parent part. And we have, get out of there, the groove weld. So groove weld is a little triangle or open-sided V that mimics the same little V shape in the valley of that groove. The front number is of course the leg size. The back number is going to be the size of the bevel. All right. That concludes today's lesson on welding symbols, weld symbols.